So the wife's poorly, she's got the flu. Half my staff are poorly with the flu. Daughter's poorly, not sure what she's got. Holly is absolutely knackered. She's been working 18-hour days to get all the pies and cakes ready for Christmas. And me, well, I think I caught them all. Yeah, I came down earlier to feed the birds, and I spotted by one of my canes, excuse me dog, some movement. So I come and had a look, and then also noticed, would you get, no, thank you. I noticed that this trap's been, no, you're not helping. This trap's been let off. So I'm hoping, I only set these 2 days ago, and this mole has been running from inside the poultry pen all the way around the orchard there, and then all the way up this hedge. He's come out a couple of times, and then over to the bank over there where the dog is on top, and then right up to the house. So it's like a long, narrow, thin run all the way down. So I set a trap up there, a trap here, and one over there. And I'm hoping the trap in the middle has done the business. He's definitely been, oh. So, definition of disappointment. I missed it. Bugger. Well, that just serves me right for getting all cocky thinking I'd done it. Anyway, morning world. Welcome to Thursday. Is it 21st? Shortest day? Shortest day of the year. Yeah, Thursday 21st of December. And we've got jobs over there to do first. We'll come back to the mole. So this morning, everybody's got to have a bit of a bed refresh. You guys aren't too bad. You did have some straw yesterday, so you can wait till last. You also had a refresh with the wood chip in here. That's okay as well. It looks mucky, it's not, it's wood chip. So it's dark. Yeah, they can wait till last. The cows, they were bedded out day before yesterday. They're starting to get a bit mucky, so I might just put some fresh on top of here today. Not pull this out, just put some fresh straw on top. That won't take very long to do them. The main job today is going to be these guys down here. So they haven't had a fresh bed for 3 days. Needs doing. They also want to bail, they're hungry. So I think what we'll do is we'll give them a bail first. That'll make them want to come outside. They can come out and have a belly. Oh, that you've got plenty in there. What are you whinging about? They're not hungry. They're just whinging. So maybe I'll chuck them out and do the bed first and then the bail, because that yard wants mucking out, because that is dirty. In which case I need to shut that gate and that one. Go on, out you go. Out. Go on. Go on, you troublemaker, get out. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Get out. Out. Go on, you bugger. Go on, darling. You gotta go as well. Go on. Out you go. Go on. Out you go. Why backwards? Go on. Go on. Good girl. Come on, girls, here you go. You gotta go too. They want to bail. So I can't remember if I got the bucket or the spike on. No, it's the bucket. So we'll do the bucket out first, and then we'll put bail second. Go on, in you go. Go on. That's it, Mary. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. You tart. Go on. In you go. Right, okay. No. There's a little one in here, and I came in yesterday, I did the bedding in here yesterday afternoon, and the little one wasn't in there. She was out there. She got out, so we're going to have to address that. Another job. Yeah, the new tyres making this a bit easier. Not as fast as the New Holland, but it's fast enough. So I've been doing a bit of research this morning online, and for those of you that don't know, Mustang, the company Mustang, was actually bought out by Manitou. So if you're curious, you can go online and look up the Manitou, I think it's a 1650R, which is the the wheeled version, or the new version of this. Slightly uprated. I think this is the Mustang 2044. They also made a Mustang 2050. So I think, which is just a slightly bit bigger, same engine, same frame, just a slightly bigger pump, I think, and a slightly bigger lifting capacity. So yeah, if you look up the Mustang 1650R, that's the today equivalent of this machine. Basically, it's Mustang painted red. Or you could go over to look at the Gel 165. I think it's an R165, which is more or less the same machine. Some subtle differences. I think they're still made in the same factory. So yeah, I could look at the Manitou, because TH Whites are dealers for Manitou. Not sure who our local Gel dealer would be. Not that it really matters, because if I went with a Gel or a Manitou, they're more or less the same machine anyway. That would be bringing me back to this. The only thing that neither of them have is the one thing I want, or what I would like, and that is the side entry door. So the only machines that really do that are the JCB Teleskid, and I think Volvo make a skid steer with a side entry door as well. So if I was to replace this, although I could probably jump straight into the Manitou or the Gel and work it straight away, I'm not a lot better off comfort wise or whatever else than I am with this. I would actually be better off sticking with this and buying a good used telehandler. which is, if we do anything, it's quite likely the way we would go. But up until now, the last 30 years, the farm, everything on the farm is revolved around this machine or its predecessor. So I had a Mustang before this, and unfortunately that one caught fire and was written off. That's a whole other story, that is. That's the fire brigade. You still laugh about that now. Morning, Val. Lovely day for it. Not raining. Yeah. That's Val, come look at her sheep. So I could. The New Holland for me is too technical, too many bells and whistles, too much computerization, blah blah blah. I'm not sure if the JCB Teleskid, a lot of you are saying, oh, I should try that. I did look at the JCB Teleskid earlier in the year, and I actually spoke to the dealer about it. Unfortunately then, because they didn't have the tier 5 engines, or there was something to do with engines, and there was no machines available for demonstration. I would like to try it, because that would maybe be the way forward. So the problem I got is inheritance. So if I want to pass the farm on to my daughters with a minimum amount of tax, I have to farm this place until I die. I can't retire. So if you retire, it opens you up to a whole, well, not so much me, but it opens my kids up to a whole load of tax. So if I can't retire, not that I want to, if I can't retire, and I got to keep going as long as possible, I reckon, I mean, I'm 58 now, I'm probably okay, maybe for another 10 years climbing in and out the front of this. But I have to be wary that I'm not going to get younger, I'm not going to get more nimble, more agile, and life's going to have to be easier. So is it going to be a more suitable skid steer or a small telehandler, the little mini Merlot or the little Diddy Manitou or something along those lines? So that's where we're thinking. I'm trying to future-proof my future and the kids' future, and don't think that's me trying to find an excuse to spend money on a machine I can't afford, because I haven't got to do it right now. I'm still fit as a fiddle, I can get in and out of this, no problem. But that is the thing with us farmers. We spend all our life nurturing and building our farm, and if we retire, you've got to give a chunk of it to the government, which kind of goes against the grain. You know, that'd be like you spending your life building your house, and then when you die, oh yeah, that's what they do anyway, innit? You still got to give a chunk to the government. But as long as we don't retire, that's why Dad's still farming his place. It cuts down on the liabilities on inheritance tax. So, although the government at the moment are offering farmers £100,000 to retire. So how does that work? Do they give you £100,000 to retire? So there you are, there's 100 grand. Sell the farm, off you go, £100,000. Thank you very much. Do they have that back off you in tax? Oh yeah, so you retired, you sold the farm, so we want a third of the farm back. Is that how it works? I don't know. I don't think farmers ever retire, even in their head. I mean, we have people commenting, farmers that have retired, either because they've had no choice, usually probably because they've had no choice. Either the farm's been sold or they were a tenant farmer and they got chucked out and couldn't find somewhere else. So a lot of people that come on here and follow me are retired or ex or whatever farmers, and I think the reason they follow me is just to remind them of what it was like. I know I'm driveling on again. I know I do that sometimes, but We spent 35 years building this place, and the last thing I want to do when I kick the bucket is think of the government taking it, or a big chunk of it. Small enough now, it won't work if it's any smaller. So tyres have definitely made a big difference to traction in the barn. It's easier. I mean, I could still do it before. The downside is they're chewing the yard up a bit. That's the downside. Right, one more bucket full of chip in here and this shed is done. You may have noticed I'm tipping this separately. Surprising how many of our landscaper friends want that. Wood chip covered in cow crap. They seem to really like it. So yeah, I always keep a little pile separate for them for their garden mulching projects. I think it's one of those things where you kind of stop the weeds and feed the roses at the same time. Is that how it works? Something like that. So all that muck will wash off the chip. The chip will soak some of it up, and it will turn it brown quicker because it's soaking the nitrogen out of the slurry. But yeah, the nutrients will gradually leach down into the soil to feed the plants, but the wood chip will remain and hopefully suppress the weeds. That's how it's supposed to work. Just like that. Okay, it's coming back out again in a second, but let's go and sort some gates out, let some in, let some out, shut some doors, start the other side. If anybody ever noticed or wondered, that post there was a pull-out one, it's in a socket, so I can take it out. Not that you need to know that, but you know, it's just, let's see how many remember it. So the chip's not as dry as I'd like it to be, which is why it's a bit dark, but main aim here is keep them clean. So You couldn't put straw down this damp because it would be all stuck together. Well, unless you chopped it. Well, I ain't got a chopper. Well, I have got a chopper, but not that sort of chopper. It's nowhere near man enough for chopping straw. I think that's enough of that. So, right, you lot can come back in. And we'll give them a bail. Come on. Come on. Gotta move your arse. Move it. And clean that out. You all right in there? How about you? You all right in there? Which one of you is it that escaped? Or was it that little bugger over there? So, right, well, we'll let these bales go down a little bit then. I'm gonna have to think of some kind of barrier to go along there to deter them, shall we say, from trying to jump through. So, I mean, those barriers are made for like Continentals, Simmental and Limousin and Herefords and Charolais, big animals, not little Dexters. So, yeah, we'll do something. Right, it is coffee time. I actually know what the time is because I got a watch on, but I reckon it's body clock, tummy says about 10:30. So yeah, coffee. Just as soon as I've opened the gates and shut the gates and let that lot back through, because currently they're looking at the bale, they can't reach it. They won't like that. All right, you poor half-starved bunch. Right, I got to pull that one back as well. Come on, get it. Come on. Out, out, out. Okay, let's let them through. Go on then. Who's doing all the whinging? Is it one of you? Someone down here is mooing a lot. And no one's owning up to it. Mr. Bloody Nobody again, wasn't it? Was it you, Red? Or was it you? Right. I know I should have ovals on doing this really, but I really can't be arsed. I'm glad this straw's dry. I'd never do this if it was damp. So just a light scattering today. We're probably going to clean it all out tomorrow. So yeah, just enough to keep them dry for tonight and clean. Right, that'll keep them clean for tonight. I only got a bit on myself. No one told the wife. She'll be none the wiser. Right, another load of green waste in today. The pile is starting to grow again. It's not massive. That's my own guys produced that. That came from another contractor. Okay. Don't really like lumps of dirt in it, but it will chew that up. I think we're probably going to be all right this year. We'll push that up, and yeah, come January, we'll take the sheet off of the Zago and chew up some more. Lots of folks comment on the sheet, it's too big, not put on right, stuff like that. Yeah, it is a bit big, but you know what? So be it. Again, comments saying, oh, it's going to hold water and there'll be puddles. You forget there's a crane going down the middle of it, so we each put the crane across the middle and we use that as a ridge. So no puddles, no problems. Right, okay. Although the tying on leaves a bit, I mean, what sort of bloody knot do you call that? Martin? Honestly, I think we'll just go around this and do that again. Right then, so with the help of a bit of blue rope. I've undone every single, no, I left one, almost every single rope on there, and it's a bit tighter now. I don't think it's quite as likely to get blown off now. So, although Mother Nature could still prove me wrong. Right, that's kind of it for everything for the farm for today. Not a terribly busy day. It's been a mad rush this morning with the girls trying to get all Holly's pie and cake orders, the last of them out today. They had to borrow my van as well because there was so much. They needed the space to transport it all up. So hopefully everybody who's ordered their cakes and pies and pasties and sausage rolls and whatever else you've ordered from Farmer Peace Pantry will turn up tomorrow, Friday, and you'll have it all ready for Christmas. So we just got to trust the delivery driver. Right, you lot all right? You're all right in there. She's happy up there, nice clean bed. They got plenty of food. They got plenty of food. They've got plenty of food. I think I can spend an hour going to see my dad to make sure he's okay. So, yeah. Right, on that note, unless something interesting happens between here and Tidderington, that's it for today. Video done. See you tomorrow. Yeah? Yeah, she'll see you tomorrow as well. Probably.